Hello, everybody. It's Izzy here to do some reading sprints. Today's going to be very interesting because I do have the baseball game on over there because it was a 5 o'clock game today. And it's just so frustrating that they have a 5 o'clock game on a weekday. Like, I've been complaining like in every vlog about being so tired from late night games, but I'm like, I would really appreciate it if this was on the weekend because on the weekday I'm working like when it's supposed to be on. And so I have it muted over here because I'm not trying to get copyrighted by MLB because they always threaten that on the TV. Like, don't showcase it or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not. I can't help it if the TV's loud. But today we are going to be reading Little Fires Everywhere, or at least I'm going to be reading this. And this is by Celeste Ning. Yeah. And this is my contemporary of the month. We love that penguin side. Yeah, I'm going to be reading. This is the next classic I'm reading, The Call of Cthulhu and Other Weird Stories by H.P. Lovecraft. This probably won't be read until next year, but I did draw it out the hat because I did finish Great Expectations. So I'm going to read you guys my review for Great Expectations. This is the longest review I've ever written. And I did actually write it. So I wrote 3 pages worth of stuff. So here we go. So we're going to start. I've talked about what this book is about before for a description, and it's been out for 140 years or 135 years. So I'm not going to go over the summary today, but okay. So here's what I thought of the characters. So Pip is our narrator and protagonist, therefore our most developed character. We start with him as a small boy, an orphan, poor, and abused. We see him develop throughout the novel as he comes to terms with his social standings and becomes insecure of those standings. Okay. He is a character that the reader really connects with. We are with him for the majority of his life, hardship after hardship. So that's all in Pip. Estella was one character that I didn't understand at first. I didn't get why Pip was so enamored by her, but now I think she was symbolism, and I think a lot of the characters in the story were symbols. So for her, I think she was a symbolism for the life that Pip wanted, beauty and riches. Then I put Mrs. It should be Miss Havisham, is an iconic character that is unforgettable, and I think something that's really interesting of how is how the names of Dickens' characters usually have a deeper meaning to them. This being that Havisham is a sham. She doesn't really care for Estella as a mother should. She is all for schemes. And so I think it's really interesting. And I did see online other examples of how Dickens has used this in his works. And I can think of some just from the short stories I've read by him and all of that. So, and then we have Joe. Joe is such a pure character that we simply have to love. And another round of symbolism can be Joe representing the poor and purity, and Miss Havisham being rich and scheming. So the character's got a 5 out of 5 rating from me. So atmosphere, this is the most atmospheric work that I have read from Dickens. As I said, I've read several of his short stories, and then I've read A Tale of Two Cities, and then Great Expectations. So the reader instantly gets dropped into the marshlands of southeast England. You feel the eeriness as the fog creeps over from the sea, and you cannot help but see Miss Havisham. I don't know what word to use here. I said glazing, but I don't know which word I should use for this when I do my video at the end of the month. So I think floating over her manor and her off-white wedding dress. So the atmosphere got a 5 as well. So writing, I stayed with the atmosphere. This book is rather immersive, bringing us into Victorian England. The beginning was really amazing as we get to follow along with young Pip as he brought himself out of a life of poverty. And then at volume 2, it gets a little boring for me as we follow his day-to-day life in London as a teenager. Some of these chapters, I still didn't understand what they had to do with the rest of the story, and I didn't think they were that important I just think they were kind of filler. So then the 3rd volume, this is the volume where everything starts to be revealed, and some of the twists were predictable, but the playout of them was fun to read. So the writing got a 4 out of 5. And then the plot is filled with many themes and symbols and much more. The main theme here is social class. I think this is a popular theme with Dickens' works. I think we can see that in one that y'all are probably all familiar with. It's A Christmas Carol with Scrooge and the Hatchet? Crackit? I don't know. The Little Tim family people. Then I think that is another one of his works that shows the divide of social classes. So we see the poor like Joe and Biddy who care just about trying to survive and but value what matters most, family. And then we have those trying to get what they think is best, like Pip and Herbert, spending money feverishly in London as they try to become men of high society. And then we have people like Pumblechook and Miss and Havisham who try to use those below them as pawns in their games. Another theme is the realization of what matters most in this world. Pip wants to become a gentleman and find love with Stella, but loses what really matters along the way. It's interesting to see him develop as a character with those themes. So that is my review for Great Expectations, and I will have that more refined by Tuesday when I do my wrap up video. So I've read 6% of Little Fires Everywhere. My goal is to read 4 chapters today, and I am on chapter 3. So I am close to my goal, but I'm just going to read however many I can get done in the 3 reading sprints that we're going to do here. So I'm going to get our timer ready. And here we go, starting our timer. And this is going to be a 15-minute sprint. One's falling. And I'm doing the physical version. These chapters are kind of long, which is annoying, but here I go. Okay, this is in the 90s. I wasn't sure it was. It's in right now the summer of 97. I forgot that door is set up the ship. Oh. 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 It's not going up now. Hmm. There we go. Excuse me. That needed to be done. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna write down my notes. Gosh, I totally just forgot to do my bookmark. Okay, I'm gonna put some lotion on. It was 6:21. Okay, so that's our first sprint. So I read one chapter. As I said, these chapters are quite long. And I'm probably gonna burp again. I'm on page 35. So I read what was that, like 12 to 14 pages? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I ate a ton of pasta. So I'm like, I don't know what's all coming out right now, I guess. But I think this life that Mia and Pearl lives is like the dream life, but I totally understand that that'd be hard as a child to come up into. So I do think these characters so far are well written, especially Pearl. And believe it or not, I think her name is only mentioned once in the description. So I don't really know who the main character is going to be. So this is a very descriptive book. There's not a lot of dialogue. A lot of the times when that happens, I have issues with the book. But this book is very short. It's 338 pages. So I don't think that'll be a huge issue because sometimes when books are very descriptive, and Stephen King, Donna Tartt, they go over 500 pages. So I don't think I'll have an issue. But as I said, these chapters are long, but there hasn't been one over 30 pages yet, so hopefully it stays like that. So we'll start our next sprint in 2 minutes at 6:25. So if you have questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the chat right now, and I will read them or answer. Okay, I don't see anything. Okay. We're going to start our next sprint now. 15 minutes. So I'll check back in at 6:41. It's in today's chapter. We love that. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh, this is funny. I was in Cleveland in 2019, the sixth place outside of Cleveland. The baseball team's not called that anymore. The stadium's not called that anymore. It's like the Cavs suck. Just wait a few years, you'll get LeBron. Excuse me. Oh no. No, 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 no. Am I overreacting? Why did we get? Oh no, I didn't know we did. Okay. I'm sorry, I was overreacting. We love sports. Call the bullpen. Excuse me. Hi. Take the man out. The pyrotechnics happen. What? Hi, there's two people here. Oh, Ooh, preach, Moody. Okay, another chapter done. And write my notes. Okay. I'll talk once the timer goes off because some of y'all might still be reading. Okay, the timer has gone off. Our second sprint is officially over, and they're doing what I said they should have done like 10 minutes ago. You know, the TV really should listen to me. Thank you for the likes on Instagram. But yes, if you guys are enjoying the stream, be sure to give me a subscribe and ring that notification bell to be notified every time I go live. I go live every weekday, Monday through Friday, from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're at it. I'm gonna start reading again at 6:45. Let's see if this is the internet I went to. I'm not going to say what all this is about, but it's trending on Twitter, and if you click it, you can see. Because I don't want to start a debate on here. Yep. Yeah, it's just it. And out I went to in California. They're having drama. Who's this? Vesia. He still has the mustache. We love that. Keep your mustaches, everybody. We're out of editing. Thank God. I don't think God is with us in the baseball game. Not like real life before you are like, what is happening? Okay. Let's go into our final reading sprint here. So another 15-minute sprint. There we go. So yeah, my goal is just to read 4 chapters today, but I am reading over that. This starts at 46 and goes to another 10-page chapter. We love it. Okay. But yeah, I'm not really hooked into this yet. I think this is going to be a book that I think a lot about. It's not listed as general fiction, but that's the vibe that I'm getting. But I don't know if that will stay true throughout because we're only 46 pages into it and there's 338. What was that? Oh, that's in the other room. It's not mine. But hi, person who just got here. Wow, we love that. Delia's. That was one of my favorite stores in middle school. A Frosty. I would love a Frosty right now. I may have to get one on Thursday. Pop up. Yep. They're pop up. Yep. Oh, please don't get me copyrighted. I can't focus. You do know I'm still live. I'm still live streaming. Should I come to the shot? Rumpelstiltskin. That's kind of an inside joke. Excuse me. Okay, I'm on my last page. So yeah, it takes me about a minute to read a page. We're on page 57 now. It's probably as much as I'll read today because I do have basketball to watch tonight as well. So we're going 9. So put this after. There. That is subject to change. Because I could read in the 9 o'clock hour. I'm not sure if I am or not. Let me stop that timer so it doesn't go up when I'm talking. Cancel it. So yes, I'm not hooked or anything. I don't really have any real thoughts. My mind does wander while I'm reading, but today is just such. It's probably my busiest day this week, so that's probably why my mind is wandering so much. Because I'm thinking about a lot of other things. I think this is going to have the same kind of theme as Great Expectations with the social class issues of middle class versus upper middle class. I would say the Richardsons are upper middle class. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. As always, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I hope to see you here tomorrow. Bye!